depending on the nature or the habit of eating the food, how many types of animals are there? How many types of animals are there? There are 4 types of animals that you can see: herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and parasites. Okay, the animals that eat only the green plants, they are called herbivores. The animals that eat other animals, they are called carnivores. And the animals that eat the dead, both the animals and plants, they are called omnivores. And some animals are there that for the food only, they are dependent on other animals like tick, lice, mosquitoes. They are called the parasites. So you know it already. We have discussed about it yesterday. Now today we will learn about the adaptation for protection. So for protection, the animals have developed some ways to protect themselves from the enemies. Okay, from the enemies, from the predators. Predator means the animals who want to kill them, and eat them. So from them, from the enemies, the animals must protect themselves. For that, they have some different types of adaptations. The first type here you can see is camouflage. Camouflage means some animals like polar bears and chameleons. Here you can see the picture of this animal. This is called chameleon. Okay, you must have seen this animal. So these animals they have the ability to blend themselves in their surrounding. Now blend themselves means to change their body color exactly like the surrounding. Here you can see the chameleon is of green color. What is the color of its surrounding? The leaves, they are also of green color. So whatever the color of their surrounding will be, the animal can change instantly their body color depending on that. Polar bear also have white color. Their body color is white. They have white hair, so they can easily hide themselves, or as the color of their surrounding is also white, because we can see snow and ice everywhere in the polar region throughout the year. So they can hide themselves easily. Chameleon has the ability to change its body color according to the surrounding. Thus, they confuse their enemies or predators. They get confused because they can't find them, because their body color becomes exactly same as their surrounding. They get confused and they can escape from them. This is known as camouflaging. So this particular process is called camouflaging. So what is camouflaging? Changing of the body colors of some animals to protect themselves from their enemies is called camouflaging. So the names of 2 animals that can camouflage, one is polar bear and another is chameleon. The next point is migration. Some birds of cold regions leave their homes and travel to warmer areas to protect themselves from severe cold. So in the colder regions where the birds, they don't stay there in the winter season because it is too cold there. In the winter season, they shift or they come to the warmer region where the temperature is not that much cold. So they come there, and when it is summer, they again go back to their old home. So this process is called migration. Next is hibernation. Some animals are there like snakes and lizards. They sleep during the cold weather. They move in underground caves and holes and come out in summers. So snakes, lizards, they are cold-blooded animals. They cannot tolerate the cold temperature during the winters. This is why they go underground, because under the ground the temperature is much more higher. So they go under the ground and they sleep for the whole winter season. This is called hibernation. Now the next point is estivation. Some animals like crocodiles and lungfish, they go to sleep for long time during the summer season. This is called estivation. So estivation is exactly opposite of hibernation. In hibernation, animals go for a sleep for a long time during the winter season, and in estivation, animals like crocodiles and lungfish, they sleep for a long time during the summer season. Some animals like rhino or rhinoceros and deer have horns to protect them from their enemies. You can see here, this is the picture of a rhinoceros, and you can see the horn at the front part of their face. Here you can see the horn. They are sharp horns, and deers also have horns. Why? To protect themselves from their enemies, so that they can fight with their enemies with the help of these horns. So these are their adaptations for protection. Now let's see what is the next adaptation given here. What is written here next? Some animals like tortoise and snail, they have hard shells. You must have seen tortoise and snail. They have hard shells to protect themselves whenever they are in danger. You can see this is the hard shell of this tortoise. So whenever there is danger, the tortoise is in danger, the tortoise will keep or hide its whole body inside the shell. So it will keep the whole body inside the shell, and the shell is very hard. Nobody can harm them when they are inside the shell. This is how they protect themselves. Some animals like porcupines and spiny anteater have sharp spines on their body to protect them from enemies. So porcupines have sharp spines on their body to protect them from enemies. Okay, I'm showing you some pictures of porcupines that is not given in your book. Let's see how they look. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen here. Everyone look at the screen. See how the animal porcupine looks. They have sharp. Just a second. See, this is how a porcupine looks. They have very sharp spine or spike-like structures. You can see this picture is a little bit hazy. Okay, I can show you another picture. Okay, see this one. This one is much more clear. Okay, you can see the sharp spines here. These are very, very sharp. Whenever any enemy comes to attack it, so what it will do? It will just insert these sharp spines into the enemy's body, and they will just escape in pain. So this is how these porcupines, this is how the porcupine looks, and these are the sharp spines that they have in their body. So with the help of these sharp spines, they protect themselves from their enemies. Okay. Now let's see what is in the next page. Okay, this chapter is over. This chapter is complete. Now, before starting the exercise, I will tell you all, I'm giving you all 1 minute. Read the whole chapter. Okay? Read the whole chapter. Just go through it. And if any problem is there, you tell me now. If any problem is there, you tell me now. Just go through the whole chapter. And if any problem is there, you tell me now. After that, we will start doing the exercise. Okay? Read it. Read the chapter. Everyone read the chapter. Just go through the pages. And if any problem is there, you tell me now. I'm giving you 1 minute. After 1 minute, I will just call your names and listen to you. When any animal can change their body color to protect them from their enemies, that is called camouflaging. Okay, or camouflage. That property is called camouflage. So here you can see, what is this? This is a chameleon. This is a chameleon, and we all know, you have learned it, that chameleon and polar bears, they have that ability to camouflage. That means they have the ability to change their body color with their surroundings. So just have a look here. Everyone see this video. See how this is a chameleon. This is how a chameleon looks like, that you have read in your book, and how this chameleon is changing its body color. When they are in danger, then they change their body color according to their surrounding to hide themselves. But not always they change their body color according to their surroundings. Sometimes they change their body color according to their mood and temperature. Okay. See how the color changed from red to pink. And now again it will change its color. See how it changes its color. From pink to yellow, and from yellow to green. So as I have told you, when they are in danger, when an enemy is going to attack them, they change their body color according to their surrounding to hide themselves, so that the enemy or the predator cannot find them. But when they are not in danger, then also they change their body color according their mood, or depending on the temperature also, sometimes they change their body color. Here you can see this chameleon has again changed its body color. Now it has again become green or bluish green. So now it's completely blue. So here the chameleon is changing its body color according to its mood. So they can change their body color whenever they want. Generally, when they are attacked by other animals, they change their body color for protecting themselves, for hiding into the surrounding, for blending themselves into the surrounding. Okay. So this is also an example of camouflage. Now, one by one, some students have raised their hand. I can see. I'm calling your name and you tell me what kind of doubt. If you have any doubt, you tell me that.